Thank you everyone for coming out. You guys this is a wonderful group. I am a volunteer with the South Atlanta Tea Party. Been with the group for several months now, and a lot of people look at me and says, "What are you doing in the South Atlanta Tea Party?" And I said, "I love this country. I have 5 children. I have a wonderful, supportive husband, and I'm concerned about the direction of our country, and that's why I'm a member." So I am very proud to be a Tea Party member, and I'm really thankful for the 2 gentlemen that are behind me that are here with us today. So without further ado, many of you know both gentlemen. This is the Ebony and Ivory Two Nekkid Heads tour, and we are their first stop this week, Monday. So I am so grateful that both of these gentlemen decided to be with us here tonight to really encourage us and help us to think a little differently, both with humor and very direct boldness about how we think of politics, the core American values, and race in this country. Not so much focusing on race because we're all Americans and we're all united.
I'll tell you what I'm going to share with you real quick. Pretty much while we're here today, I posted this deal on Facebook about 12 hours ago. There was a good article on Herman Cain. You guys familiar with Herman Cain? Yeah. There was a good article on Herman. The GOP will have a hard time arguing against his common sense approach. They will try, though. So I posted that, and then there's this black feller that's a liberal on my site. Who do you think you people are? You're fooling by touting the so-called Negro out stepping and fetching, just a dancing and a singing. He's easy to get home as the people in his cabin are missing him. You're trying to elevate him to some elite status in a failed effort to shed your racist views. So all of you are racist because you like Herman Cain. Just want you to know that. And it's not going to work, he says. All Americans see through this. Number 1, it won't split the black vote. Number 2, he's made a few pizzas and is not qualified. Remember now that is your main opposition to Obama, besides Obama being black, because that's really what you didn't like. You didn't not vote for Obama because his socialist views. You didn't vote for him because his liberal views. You didn't vote for him because he's wrong direction of the country. You didn't vote for him because he was black. This is this guy's whole deal here. Number 3, the GOP will never endorse him as they already have picked their boy Romney. But we'll have fun trashing his black butt. He didn't say that, but I did. That's for sure. By the time this is over, his wife will be begging him to drop out. Well, I responded to him, and then he goes on and talks about how he's a Negro and he's an Uncle Tom, and and he'd much rather eat dirt with the Grand Wizard of the KKK than eat steak with Herman Cain. This is what we're against. This is what Kevin and I are wanting to speak out against. It's absolutely ridiculous what's going on. Now, let me back up here for a second. I like rollerblading. And I'm really changing the subject here for a second. I love rollerblading, I love fishing, I love hunting. I love playing with my son. Most of those things I just talked about I do with my boy. We hang out a lot. I've done some mountain climbing. I've done some whitewater rafting. You hear me mention politics? Because I really don't like it. But it's something that we have to know about, something that we have to be involved about. It's not as fun as playing basketball with your boy. It's not as fun as catching a 29-pound pike, which I did in Alaska. It's not as fun as shooting a buck. It's not as fun, but you know what? Doing what's right is not a lot of fun a lot of times. But it's something that we as Americans have to do, especially we who profess God and Jesus Christ as our Savior. We do our best to do what's right. We fail. Now, the left loves to say that. Oh, you look at that Christian. Well, yeah, we fail. The only person that was perfect was Jesus Christ, but we try. That's the point. Yeah, we fail, but we're forgiven through grace of God. It's incredible. But, you are required, you have a responsibility as Americans to be educated. Now, I can sit here and tell you all the things I think you need to know. I can tell you how to vote. And I can give you good facts as to why to do it. I could be wrong, though. I'm not. But I could be wrong. It's your job to go out and find that information yourself. And my dad's taught me that since I was in 3rd grade. I say it all the time, but it's the God's honest truth. He had me read the dictionary and the newspaper side by side. When I came across a word I didn't understand, he'd say, look it up. When I wanted to build something, he'd say, look it up. And if I wanted to know something, just anything, it was always look it up. Hell, I'm 37 years old, believe it or not, my dad still tells me to look it up. And that's my message to you, look it up. Find out what's going on out in the world, and then make your own opinion up. Stop listening to Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly, or Joy Behar, or Rachel Maddow. You have to have your own opinion. You have to be able to stand on your own 2 legs and form an argument and spread that around. Let other people, get them interested in it. I'm very blunt, and I don't apologize about it. I don't like politics. I didn't step outside that day to toss football with my son and talk to Barack Obama. It happened. Now, I have a platform, and I plan on taking advantage of it in the fact of encouraging people, challenging people, and hopefully God will convince you people to do more than you are right now. You're not serving in the military right now, but you are Americans, and you have a responsibility to your country. So it's not only up to me, but it's up to you. Thank you. But it's up to you also to step up and speak out. We need children involved. My 15-year-old's obviously involved because I just believe in it. Not because I'm Joe the plumber, but because I'm Joe, his dad. He's involved because I want him to know what's going on around his community, his state, and his federal government. I teach him. I talk about, my big focus when I go out and speak at tea parties is individual responsibility, accountability, education. I just can't say enough about the Constitution, and I only got about a 1-line statement on that. If it ain't broke, exactly. Okay, done with the Constitution. That was easy. And that's the God's honest truth, because I guarantee you the men that wrote the Constitution are a hell of a lot smarter than the men and women trying to run this country right now.